In this video, we will discuss about how does the resistance behaves when AC is fed through it or supplied through it. Now, we know that alternating voltage is given by E is equal to E naught sine of omega t. So, where E naught is the peak value and omega is our angular frequency. If you see graphically, the alternating voltage changes continuously with time and changes its polarity after definite interval of time. So when a changing EMF is fed through this resistor, then the current will also changes. So I want to calculate what should be the value of current at different instant of time. So for that, I consider this is your resistor having resistance capital R and AC power supply, which is represented by E naught sine of omega t. Let I be the current at any instant. Now, so to calculate the current, we use Ohm's law. According to Ohm's law, current is equal to V by R. So for that, current will be equal to E, that is voltage supplied, that is E divided by R. If you put the value, so what we get? E naught sine of omega t divided by R. Just rearranging the term, so what we get? I is equal to E naught by R, like this one, and sine of omega t. But I want to write this current in a standard form. So that is I is equal to I naught sine of omega t. Compare both. So this I naught will be equal to E naught by R. What here is the peak value of current is nothing but it is a peak value of voltage divided by the resistance, that is R, same as that of Ohm's law. Here the current is equal to I naught sine of omega t, sine of omega t. So if you see both have same phase, same angle. So we can say that when AC is fed through a resistor, both current and voltage are in same phase, or both will achieve maximum and minimum value at the same time. To see it, here you can see this one graph. Here, if this is your alternating voltage, that is much, and the maximum value is represented by this peak value, and this is your again the peak value but having a negative sign, so I represent it by E naught. Now according to this relation, here the current will be represented by this graph. So the current the current across the resistor is given by this graph. So it is our current graph and having a peak value I naught, and this peak value is equal to E naught by R. Now further, if you see here, it attain the maximum or peak value at the same time and have a zero value also at the same time. So we can say that the current and voltage reaches the maximum and minimum value at the same time. Now if you want to represent more convincingly, so I represent it with the help of phasor diagram. So what is basically a phasor diagram? Phasor diagram consists of two axes. This is your x-axis, this is your y-axis, or we can say that two lines, vertical lines. This is one x1 and this is your y. Then a arrow. This is your arrow. The length of this arrow represents the peak value. So I will draw for the case of alternating voltage. So length of this arrow represents the peak value of the voltage, that is E naught, and the angle it is making with x-axis is representing its phase. So as we know that alternating voltage having a phase of omega t, so its angle is omega t and its peak value is E naught. So length of this arrow is E naught. Now I want to draw the same phasor for the case of current. Now if you see here, the current is also making a same angle, that is omega t. So it is also represented by the same line. So this is this much. And here it is current. The length of the arrow from here to here, the length of this arrow represents the peak value of current. And the angle it is making with x-axis represents its phase. So here the angle, the phase of this current is omega t. So it is omega t. So with passage of time, these arrows rotate. So if you find here, both the arrows rotate together. Further, if you find the projection on the y-axis, the projection of this on the y-axis represents the instantaneous value, means value of the voltage at this time. Similarly, the projection of this arrow, the smaller one, that is current arrow, represents the instantaneous value of current. So here you can see that as this vectors or this arrows rotates, the instantaneous values keep on changing, and we get a different value of alternating voltage at different time. Here, this is your pen which is along the direction of this arrow. Now if you see, with passage of time, this arrow rotates, so it keep on rotating. So as you see that projection on the y-axis also keep on changing. So to understand it more, let us see here, this is your this much. If arrow was here, then its projection is here. This is the instantaneous value. With passage of time, this arrow changes its position to this one, because here it is omega t. As the time changes, the angle will also change. So now the projection on the y-axis will be E at this point. So here you can see the value is changed from here to this one. Similarly, when this arrow reaches to this position, so you find that your EMF becomes maximum, or your voltage, alternating voltage, becomes maximum. So that is equal to its peak value. So similarly, if this vector reaches to this position, so the instantaneous value now further decreases and then decreases to 0. So this is how this vectors changes with time and cause a different EMF or voltage at different time. In the case of resistance, the current also lies on the same arrow. So as this vector rotates, the current arrow also rotates on the same manner or same rate. So we can say that both will achieve the maximum and minimum value at the same time. So further, we observed that either you fed AC or you fed a DC. In both the cases, the end result for the resistance is to induce or to produce the heat, and that is equal to I square R T. Thanking you.